Charlie.
How's it going?
It's going good, man. Thanks so much for agreeing to do and participate in the Backstage Pass series of interviews for the Bendigo Blues and Roots Music Festival. It's great to catch up with you.
Likewise, it's good to see another human.
That's right, yeah. Well, we've been seeing each other on screen for so long, so yeah. I just wanted to ask you a few questions, and we'll gonna have a bit of a chat, or you feel free to do whatever you need to do. One of the questions that I've always been interested in listening to your music was, I wondered about your early influences, what got you on the track, and tell me something about your early career in music.
Well, my dad kind of got me into the whole music thing because he was always playing, records and CDs at home. And it wasn't necessarily blues; it was a lot of kind of more rocky stuff or pop stuff, like Bowie and a bunch of other kind of things. He was into almost punky stuff, but poppy sort of things. And there was always music growing up, and he had a acoustic guitar, and he played a little bit every now and then. But so I was always interested in music and guitar, and so I eventually got my own little classical guitar, a lot smaller than this one. But and I plonked around. I was 5 when I got that, and I was just messing around. And then when I was 6, I started getting lessons at school, and they were teaching me some kind of more formal sort of stuff. And then I went to a music shop and I got lessons from, kind of a real musician. And his name is Phil Smith, and he was great, Phil. And thanks, Phil, if you're watching. Yeah, he told me so much stuff. He was amazing. We had long hair and he's into the guitars. I'm like, he's so cool. I was obsessed with it. And he used to run an open mic at the Mount Dandenong Hotel. And after a few years of lessons with him, he's like, why don't you come up and we'll play a jam? So he invited me up, and they were playing all blues stuff up there, as well as Beatles and Kinks and all the sort of covering stuff and some original things. But there was some blues stuff up there, and one night a fellow named Billy Kavanagh came along, and he just put out this amazing blues guitar stuff, and he just played blues classics, and it just blew my mind. So I kind of got obsessed then, and later he told me about the Melbourne Blues Appreciation Society and their Youth and Blues program. I've actually done that for about the past 5 or 6 years, and I was lucky enough to mentor on the most previous year it ran, which was really cool. But so that's kind of how I got into blues, and then going to Memphis and playing at the International Blues Challenge from the BB&RMF and representing the youth for Melbourne.
Right.
Yeah, so that's where it all started, and it's just kind of snowballed, and I've found different music, and I'm still obsessed with blues, but I like pushing the boundaries of blues and finding other ways to bring my favourite music into things.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's kind of how I got started.
So started young.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Cool. So, could you tell us a little bit about your relationship over the years with the Bendigo Blues and Roots Music Festival, please, Charlie?
Yeah, sure. Well, I found the whole Bendigo scene through some of the Bendigo Blues Club jams up there, and I've been going up to Bendigo since I was probably, 13 or 14, around then. So I was always kind of up there, but I didn't really know about the festival until they mentioned the Lazenby Young Guitarist Award thing, and everyone was like, you should go into it, and I was like, I don't know if you're weird about competitions of music, but I just did it anyway because I thought it'd be fun, and it was a lot of fun, and I met a lot of people through it. And from that, I heard about the festival, and that's when I met Colin Thompson, and he invited me to play and do all of that stuff. So I had a band there, and my duo and solo, and I've been playing at the festival for, I don't know, I've probably been involved for at least 4 years now, probably.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's such a great festival. It's definitely one of my favourites. I always say it's one of my favourites because the weather's always perfect. I've heard maybe one year it wasn't perfect, but I
might have been some showers in the park.
Yeah, but it's always perfect weather. The people are so nice. There's a food trucks in the park, like everything's there, and I just love Bendigo. So it's such a good festival. I'm really happy with it because everyone's so nice.
I believe I heard you were one of our ambassadors, one of our youth ambassadors.
I am.
Maybe still are, Charlie.
Yes, I believe so. Unless they're tech. No, I don't know. I don't think so. But no, I got appointed youth ambassador along with Bill Barber and a few others, I believe.
Right.
And they got me into that. I think it might have been last year or the year before, but yeah, so it's cool to be part of the team.
Well, we're very, very pleased you are.
Yeah.
I believe that might have been from your new album, Charlie. Can you tell us a little bit about how that came about and also a bit about your songwriting?
Yeah, alright. Well, I can shamelessly plug my new album, Good to Go.
Please do.
You've been listening to the music in the background, the fine, peaceful music of Good to Go in the background. And that was the Good to Go riff. Yeah, it's my most recent release. It's got 11 original tracks on it and one cover. It was recorded up in Rangemaster in the Bendigo by a fellow named David Carr. He helped produce it as well. It was amazing. I learned so much from the experience. Had Tim Anderson on drums on that tune. David played bass as well. We had a couple of guests. We had Daryl Roberts, who played some Hammond organ on the album, and Chris DeBohanger, who played some harmonica on a few tracks. And yeah, it's my first sort of band album with my own original material, which is really cool. So I was really pleased with that. It's been doing super well on the charts. It was like #1 in Australia on the Roots Music Report charts. And
Fantastic, congratulations.
Quite a while, and it's still going on there. So it's not #1 anymore, but it's still up there, which is really exciting. So yeah, absolutely unbelievable response from it. I have to thank my people off in America who I got a deal with. Betsy Brown and Sally Bexton from Blue Heart Records, and yeah, so they've been helping out a bunch, and all the radio people playing, which is super nice. So yeah, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, which is cool. So,
excellent.
Yeah.
So with your songwriting, sort of what inspires you in songwriting to get songs coming out?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose other artists, I'll listen to them and I'm like, oh, I want to do this thing that sounds kind of like, I don't know who, John Hill or something like that. Something like that. But usually, most of the time when I write a song, I have lines I'll write them on my phone or write them on a piece of paper or whatever it is. I might hear someone say something and go, oh, that's a good line, I might use that. And then, but most of the time, because I love guitar, I'll play a riff of some sort and I'll record it on my phone, and I've got that, and then when I go, alright, I want to write a song, I'll go to my book and my phone to see what lines I have and kind of build something off that, or if I just have an idea out of the blue and I'll try to elaborate on whatever I recorded on the guitar, and I just kind of throw it together. And then if I really feel like it, I'll do like a garage band on my phone, just like a demo, just to see what it would sound like with more than just a guitar and voice.
So it sounds like a really organic process.
Yeah.
And it's not always the same.
It can kind of change, but usually I'm always playing guitar all the time, so it kind of usually starts there and the lyrics come next, and then kind of mess around with it.
Yeah, great.
And then sometimes it's really good, before this COVID stuff, when I could rehearse with the band and stuff, we'd sometimes jam them out and see, and we've written stuff just off the cuff, just messing around, and some of the songs will come together.
Because you don't restrict yourself to just one band, do you? It's not just a Charlie Bedford.
No, there's
quite a few different bands, isn't
there? There's a Great Unknown, which is another original sort of, it's kind of country, but not really. Great Unknown has played at Bendigo Blues Rings before. And then I've recently joined the New Savages, which is Milan and Johnny on drums, and that's kind of more of a country blues thing, like old school kind of Burnside style, and we played Queenscliff Music Fest and a few things like that, but we'll have to get to Bendigo, I guess.
Well, hopefully, 2021 is our big 10th anniversary, so
party time.
Hopefully we'll be on the list.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to say thank you very much to Mr. Charlie Bedford for agreeing to do the interview. Backstage Pass for the Bendigo Blues and Roots Music Festival events coming around, both live streaming and in person when we're allowed. So thank you so much to Charlie, and thank you all for watching, and look forward to seeing you at a live gig, please, sometime soon. Thanks, Charlie.
Thanks, Pat.
See you.
Nice talking to you. Alrighty.